This is Singing Francine for you. Welcome back, welcome back. This is Christmas Shak coming at you loud and clear on Facebook and YouTube. Not forgetting 107.5 locally. That's Waves FM. For those of you on the local scene, we say good night to you. I know they have a lot of folks in the St. George's area, especially down south. Down south. This is an old one, but it sounds good every year. I can tell you that for sure. Singing Francine for you. Parang, parang. I'll tell you something, if you happen to be seeing me funny tonight, I'm not an alien. I'm not an AI generated picture either. Something is just clicking tonight with that video. So bear with me. But we will continue to enjoy the best of it. Don't you worry about the visual tonight with me. Singing Francine for you there, parang, 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 oh. I'm telling you, boy, sometimes you plan things, but that doesn't mean that everything will work as it should. You're not even seeing, if you notice, I'm touching here, and that's my headphones that's here. So I kind of morph into the whole picture. And I guess that some adjustment has to be made as it relates to what is taking place. But that doesn't stop the niceness from taking place right here. The season's very much here, people. This is the 21st day of November. Remember, November only got 30. So how much left? How much left? 9 and 1 is 10. That's 9 more days left for this month to out of here. And then December will be riding in on a horse. That's one thing you cannot stop is Christmas. Whether rain, snow, sleet or flood, slide or not, it will happen. Celebrating the birth of the Christ child.
You see that one? That is the family. You see that next one? That is the family. You see that one passing there? That is the family. That one going so? That is the family. You feel it bright? If it's tight, you tight. Compile? Yeah. I was shocked, boy. I started to stammer. Santos, and not on that. He say, well, it's more than half an hour. I'm watching you under me belt hat. I'm drunk, but I'm no damn fool. I know I move when I see one. This is why I'm telling you. Tonight you better change your plan. You feel bright? If it takes you time. She's a Montano. That is the family. That one is Gorillo. That is the family. This here is Perez. That is the family. And that one is Martinez. That is the family. Hey, you feel bright? If it's tight, you tight. Hey, yeah. Domingo, that is the family. That one from Talparo, that is the family. The next one from Lupino, that is the family. And Black from Chaguanas, that is the family. You hear? That they walking here tonight. If it takes you there, that they walking here tonight. Comply? Yeah.
That's your family. Good night, Tony. How you doing, boy? How the family? Ooh, them girls good? Yeah. The girl must be a big woman now, huh? Yeah, man. Time for you to come home for a visit, boy. I know you like carnival, you know.
Planning for this Christmas season.
Good night, Wendy. Good to have you on board, girl. All them girls doing well, I see. Yeah, man. I tell you what, the parang now start going right up until 10 o'clock.
Dancing, prancing, having a good time. It's Christmas time again, they shouting. Some hanging curtain, some painting. It's Christmas time again, they shouting. Some hanging curtain, some painting. Children hanging up stocking, looking for Santa, while the parents listening to the serenaders. So come let me parangolo, come let me have fun, come let me parangolo. This is the season, parang, 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 parang now start, parang now start. Are we going non-stop? We not warming up. Parang now start, parang now start. Are we going non-stop? We not warming up. Eating, drinking, having a good time. Dancing, prancing, having a good time. Woo! Come on, come on. This is Bacchanal. What the fuck is that one for? Each other.
Yeah, man. The parang now start.
Some busting bamboo, some painting. Each and every one preparing. Some busting bamboo, some baking. Some making bunch of creamer. Sorry, lunches are there. Everybody celebrate this occasion each year. Each year. So come let me parangolo.
Good night to you, Eddie.
Come let me
Thank you for joining on the parang train, if you want to call it that. Folks, I want you to share the live. Call up your friends and your neighbors. Tell them we're having a ball of a time. The parang just started.
come to the conference. Are we going non-stop? We not warming up. Eating, drinking, having a good time. Friends be open. Dancing, having a good time. Pass the rumble. Pass the rumble. Dancing, prancing, having a good time. The little fellas.
Good to know you're happy, Anthony. I know you like coal, you know. Yeah, the parang now start. The parang now start. Hey, we're not going to be easing up on it tonight. We're bringing it to you. Wherever you are, we want you to feel it. You know, your mother always tell you when you're leaving the house, you must eat something before you go. You're not sure if you're going to get anything in that pot that cooking on the fireside down the road. You know what I mean, right?
I wake up Christmas morning. I say I'm going paranging. From the time I leave me home, I decide I'm paranging alone. I got to check on Susan first to wish her a Merry Christmas. Before I go take a seat, she started to buy me thing to eat. A roast pork, curry chicken, dal, crab and dumpling, pie, pastel. Eat something before you go.
Tony, you better send on a little salt down in a barrel or something, you know, man. You want a piece of pork? You gotta go by the butcher. Them butchers working hard, you know. That's what they're working hard doing. Fattening them pig and them. Put more weight than anything else. Yeah, man.
When I say I got to check her out, she said no. Stay like we have a ball. It's only now you does pass through. This is why I prepare for you. You know today is Christmas Day. Anything you want to eat, just say. You could eat it right on through the bowl. Boy, make yourself at home. I have black tea,
how you could say you don't like parrot. That music sweet for days. I'll tell you something, if you want to get up and do a little shaking of the legs, you can do that, you know. If you want to exercise to keep fit, to be able to fit into that tuxedo for the season or that fancy dress, go right ahead, be my guest.
I know you have an appetite. You're not living till you eat tonight. I don't want to see you staggering or by the corner vomiting. Next thing my name on the street, seeing you again nothing to eat. A roast pork, curry chicken, fried crab and dumpling, fried pastel. Come lover, eat something before you go. 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 Eat it up. Na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. Eat it. Na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na.
I gotta find my Shak. I gotta find my Shak. I can't take it. Good night, cousin. Girl, how you doing, Lenora? You making any cake this year? Find you could send your cousin a cake, you know, man. Ay, ay, ay. Woo. You know something? If you sit back and you reflect, I know we have a mature audience that check out this program nightly basis, and if you have younger ones there, that's great too, because they will hear little stories that I would tell from time to time. That is a reflection of Christmas back then. What I find funny, and you probably would agree with me or not. It doesn't matter whether, but I just find it funny. I'll come up country, man. You know, all the older heads gone, all your young people don't invite people up to come up country. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, you know. But I say this to say, long ago, when you get sorrel, to me, you always buy, I don't know what it is, sorrel with the seeds. I don't know if it was a case of weight purposes. I don't know what it was, but we'd get sorrel with the seeds. Maybe we used to get it from up by y'all, Lenora, I don't know. And you used to have to be able to clean the sorrel. And as the younger ones always seem to be given the task to clean the sorrel. These days you go in and you're buying your pack of sorrel all clean. All you have to do is wash it and boil it. But we used to have to take out the seeds in the sorrel. But the seeds in the sorrel used to have a little furry kind of, it's not a picker, but a furry kind of thing. And this thing used to stick in your finger. Yeah? And kind of, your days gone by and you're trying to get these little disgusting things within your my volume low? Within your finger. And, it wasn't an easy task. A liquor picker. I agree with you, Tony. Liquor picker. Oliver, the volume better now? Let me fix the microphone. All right. So these little picker things used to stick in your finger and days. And, the funny thing is, school used to still be on in spite of the fact because, everybody, let me tell you something. These days, you're taking the sorrel, you're washing it, you throw it in a pot, you're boiling it. Some of us put in the fresh sorrel in the freezer so we could have it months. Them things never used to happen. The sorrel used to have to be dried. I don't recall ever having fresh sorrel. The sorrel used to have to put it out to dry. And not just put it out to dry, You had to look out for the rain so you could go and pick up the tray of sorrel and bring it inside before it get wet, because if it get wet, there's trouble. So the sorrel had to be dried as well. And the little children always, when I say little children, like 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, always responsible for this task, ensuring that, the sorrel is taken care of, clean it, dry it, And you don't only just have to leave it out to dry. You have to go and shuffle it in the tray every once in a while, so everything. Yeah, man. That and the second thing was cleaning the ginger. These days, people ain't cleaning ginger. You know. They say you have value, nutrition in the skin. Good night, Oliver. Good to hear you. So I'm sounding better now. Hey, Depo, how you doing, my boy? How the book going? Wonderful to have you on board as well. We're Toro there. What them wharf boys? What are you up to these days? Eh? You see the wharf flood there, then he flood bad, you know, real bad. But anyway, getting back to it, the ginger now was another story and a half. We used to have to clean the ginger. And the older folks say that the smaller the ginger, the stronger it is. So they had a tendency to look for them small, tinging up with 15 different hand and foot and thing in the ginger. That's what they used to want to buy. So all these little knobby things, and you have to take the knife and go all in between and to clean this ginger. And then after that, you have to slice it nice and pretty and then put it to dry. By the time you finish, your hand burning you for days with ginger. Because the ginger too has to be dried. And with the ginger, these days they're going and they're taking hot water, they're throwing on the ginger, they're ting. You used to have to set the ginger. You had a clay jar and you set in Mr. Ginger. Yeah? And when you drink some of that, and you ever notice back then, things like sorrel and ginger used to stay, ginger beer staying in the cupboard for days. Because it's well preserved, well dry, well boiled up, well set, with a lot of spices, and not forgetting the rum in the sorrel. Yeah? So those were a lot of good old times we used to have. And I'm telling you, the youngsters have it easy now. Eh? All they know, they're coming home. Well, half of them, 90% of them are drinking no ginger beer. They're coming home and they're drinking all the sorrel. Life. Oh boy, could we reflect on good times and good things that we would have experienced growing up at Christmas time. Bombing tongue. Yeah, man, Starlight for so going off all over the place. You gotta tell the kids the stories. You gotta let them know how great it was. Not forgetting the serenaders that would pass through the neighborhood. Oh Lord, that sweet music in the nighttime. Not that Vladdy Duncan is still play music, boy. remember that. The kind of wine that's give short breath. Taking in some sweet homemade wine right about now. Good night to Janice. Welcome, welcome, girl. Good to have you on board once again. And Faith, how you doing? Good to have you back this year. I have a little story on and share it all, yeah? Thank God I can't sing, boy. I ain't lying to tell you. If I only sing, we get in hurricane, you know. Now, let me say this. My friend Depo just write something there. And this is interesting. And there's so much to it, beyond it, around it. He says this. He heard a Grenadian, the other day in a Chinese fruit market, that's in New York, of course, asking for Roselle hibiscus, what? Sabdarifa. Only to find out is sorrel she buying. We good, yes? Now, a Grenadian going to put all that name on the poor sorrel. We know you have all kind of name, you know. There's make all kind of thing with sorrel. Do you know that the sorrel, it is a hibiscus? Yes, it is indeed. And they call it a hibiscus flower. The Africans also make a drink with sorrel, but they put pineapple in it as well, and they call it by a bee name, bozo, something or the other. But they also make a drink with the sorrel. Slightly different to ours because they put orange juice, I think, in it, and they put pineapple, crush the pineapple, blend it, whatever, and put it in it as well. So people use it in different ways. People make jam with it, of course. You could make jam, jellies with it, with the sorrel. Some folks use it in salads and all kind of thing, you know. They say all kind of nutritional value. Yeah, man. And you know, when you look back and you reflect on long ago, and here is Anthony de Gale, and all you know, Anthony de Gale, that fella that used to be the police fella. You know what I'm talking about, right? He said, bring back the Grenville block light up. Yeah, when they used to light up Grenville. And need to bring it back. And also window shopping nights before Christmas Eve. That ain't coming back, boy. What are you? That ain't coming back. Window shopping, that was they say my eyes looking red and all sorts of things, you know. Don't worry about that. I'm not an alien. Bear that in mind. Window shopping, that has been a classical period, and unfortunately it doesn't exist for the now generation, the Gen Zs you call them. I can't remember exactly, you know, whatever. But that was something. It was like going to the fair, going to expo, well, as for expo, we'll talk about that another time. But I'll tell you what, I want to get into and play this. He asked for it and we'll play it for him. And I want to just say that maybe this is the only piece of pork you may have for your Christmas, boy. Tony, boy, I hope you're having a wonderful evening with us here on Christmas Shak. This is where we have a lot of fun every night, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, that is. All the folks on 107.5 do it. I just want to urge you as you travel out there tonight, be extra careful. We know that a lot of areas still do have some mud there, here, there, and everywhere. You're going to have to send that message all the way up to Santa Claus. Send out that list early so you can get a piece of pork for your Christmas, all right? Oh yeah. He want a piece of pork for Christmas. Lordy Lord. I know that a lot of you that listen here obviously experience Christmas window shopping, all the niceties in the windows, and not only in the town of St. George's, the town of St. George, but all over in Grenville, in Hillsborough, in Guave, in Sortes, Victoria. And St. David, I know tongue we boy. You had to put that tongue in St. David. But window shopping was quite a thing, And if you fashion what the town looked like, what the Esplanade looked like, these days they ain't even putting up a Christmas tree in the city. You know that? They used to have one in front of the mall. I don't think they put it up anymore. You remember years ago, Today's Wonders, that Grenville Street area had a lot of, Hugh Dolan and them had a lot of decorations up there. And even that is beyond the Christmas Eve, the pre-Christmas window shopping. That doesn't happen anymore. Everything is now taking place down in the south, down in Quarantine Point, as far as I understand. There's not going to be any carols by candlelight this year. And the Rotary Club will be having a series of smaller concerts, it would seem, starting out from the 1st of December. They're going to be lighting up the quarantined area, the Benoit lights, and doing different little concerts and so on. There'll be food, there'll be blah, blah, blah. There's a small entrance fee and so on. But there's no carol by I miss that. But outside of that, they do have some activities. I think Sonica McKee, she puts on a concert every year, and that is going to be taking place in Point Celine there in Shoops, I can't remember the center. And you also have the Royal Grenada Police Force. Their usual annual concert is going to be taking place as well over the season. So there's still some activities for folks to attend. Nobody paying me to say them things. I feel like saying it and I say it. But I tell you something. We are so missing those nice Christmas concerts that the schools and the churches would have been involved with or in at this time of the year. It hasn't been happening for years now. There's always a concert to look forward to go out there and enjoy, but we don't have it. It's either in the community center or in the school or even in the church. I remember being a little angel in a play in the Anglican church in St. George's, So even in Heinze School. Yes, I went to Heinze School. So, these things are no longer there for our children. And everything is cyberbound. Here comes Raul Phillip. Lord have mercy. I don't know the last year I lay eyes on that guy, boy. Woo! How about you, Raul? I see you playing a lot of golf, though. I've been following you online. Anyway, before I get into any further discourse or any discussion, I just want to tell you about a very important thing. Listen to this. Okay, don't do that to me tonight.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville Granville and Grandance. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Granville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Granville, your financial security is guaranteed.
And indeed, those of you out there in the diaspora, you can go online and certainly, sign up as well. Thank you very much, Oliver, for that information. All are invited to the Springs Open Bible Christmas program. But of course, Oliver, we have to tell us when, so we know and the time, so we could come. Yeah? So that's at the Springs Open Bible. They're having their Christmas program. So Oliver going to feed us with that. No! My dear friend Depo says, window shopping. Look at what you hope for but can't buy. Delights of the eye. He's a writer, Looking up at them pretty Christmas boxes on the esplanade trees, swinging from the gentle Christmas breeze. Writing poetry, boy. Teasing poor people, children. You were children of contentment. And of course that is so true. The Christmas trees on the actually I think there were the Tree of Life tree. There's one, or used to be one, in the Cooperative Bank yard, the first building of the Cooperative Bank yard. The Tree of Life. They had two big trees there on the esplanade. There was also a fountain as well. And those trees, they would light them up and put them box. And I as a little child, I used to wonder why in them box, Only as I get older, I realize there ain't nothing in them thing. Oh my goodness. Anyway, folks, the goodness of what is going on your social media platform tonight is all about Christmas Shak. It's all about great music, great conversation, and wonderful people. I tell you what. Now we see what's going on with this Indian parang chick. All you know what Coochie Lala is? What Pepper and Chichana? Them paranderos and these, Good night to my dear brother Cecil Joseph. Oh my goodness, you warm my heart tonight by having you here with us. How the family doing? Brenda and the boys, everybody just fine? So, hey Marsh, how you doing, girl? Wonderful to have you on board as well. I wonder if we England friends sleeping. Oh boys. So all of us say it's happening on Sunday, December the 15th at 5 p.m. And everybody invited, the whole family. Go on out to the Springs Open Bible and enjoy their Christmas concert with them. the 15th of December.
Wonder why people use drugs to get so high. She loves you bacchanal, but the end is always natural. Coochie, 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 la la. Put more pepper in the chana. Don't know nothing about no pastel. Cannot speak Spanish very well. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la. Way that Betty start to whine. The action was a real blow mine. Filled with such grace and style. All our granny got wild. Yeah, if police hold she tail, she not going to make no jail. She father Laura Miss Maraj, and he will get she off the job. Coochie, 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 la la. Put more pepper in the chana. Don't know nothing about no pastel. Cannot speak Spanish very well. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la la. Coochie la. Coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la. Coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la.
Hey, Tony, you want to put me in trouble? I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas morning. You gonna have to sing that song to yourself, because I tell you, boy, that one look as though you have copyright issues behind it. You know what they say on Facebook, on YouTube, if you play something that you don't have rights to, you're in trouble. So go and play your ship sailing in for yourself. Good night, Carleen, girl. Good to have you on board. I'm going to tell all you about them Wolf boys in a little while from now. They're poor boy, all you need, you know. Angel Boys, Angel Harps, the band of the Carenage, the Wolf. Yeah, man. You're listening to 107.5 FM on your radio, YouTube, and Facebook. Good night, Cousin Lorraine. Everybody good, girl? Good to have you on. Good to have you on. Just imagine we gone past 9 o'clock by 4 minutes. Remember, we're here up until 10. Yeah, man. It is Thursday night. And all is happening right here on Christmas Shak. Therefore, you remember Charles of Grenada? I remember my father buying me a cashmere sweater when I was leaving Grenada to go to Canada from Charles of Grenada, and I lose it somewhere. I don't even know where it is. Let me ask you a question. You ever teeth bread when they make it for Christmas yet? I'll get a joke about that one just now. Depot, you're sure right. You know, there was Charles of Grenada. You heard the name? It's very English, don't you find so? Charles of Grenada. And that is where you get the real... Depot referred to them as the Macy's of Grenada. And then really, in fact, maybe even what they call Saks on Fifth Avenue, I would say. Bigger than Macy's, you know. You know, the clothing then there was... you know, real exclusive and thing. And this is what he say. He said, there were fellas, Charles of Grenada, they became Charles of Grenada best customers after a particular time. Wharf boys took pride in how they looked, not only in pan, but panache. Y'all ladies, you know, what? I'm telling you, style and fashion. And here you continue to say we had no ghetto on the wharf. The wharf never had ghetto, you know. They had a university in front of the Empire Cinema on a Sunday morning in particular. You pass there and you see them fellas there and you know it's a whole world of discussions taking place. I lie? I know Depot would agree with that. And what we had on the Carnage, listen what used to be on the Carnage before. Profit shop. Well, he didn't even have that no more. Nobody can go and buy the pig snout and the leaven bread. That gone through. Miss Ned. Yes. Well, that shop's still there, kind of. Command Sing. You know that building that look as though you're ready to fall on anytime at the end of the street there? The opposite where the telephone company. That's where Command Sing shop used to be. Rock and roll. And so much more. You had Pressy Supermarket. You had Cactus Restaurant. You had a Chinese restaurant on the Carnage upstairs of where the telephone company. Oh Lord. Anyway, I just want to also let you know that Angel Harps will be having a concert on December the 1st. I did see the flyer, Depot. And they will also be paying tribute to that maestro himself, James Clarkson. What a guy, eh? Yeah, man. So you have that to check out come the 1st of December. I'll give you details on it a little later on. And Jackie girl, Toronto, how is Toronto doing? It's getting cold, is it? Hey, here comes Steve Duncan, my boy. How Mama doing? How Gracie doing? She good? Tell her I say hello. That's my girl, you know. Steve Duncan. Steve, you planning for Reggae Fest next year yet? People behind you like crazy, you know, so you better come good as per usual. Rachel Pace. Good evening, honey. Everything good with you? Yes, Jackie. The telephone company building will be becoming the headquarters of the Royal Grenada Police Force. You see, they're doing a lot of work on it and putting it together. I think they claim that, I'm not sure, I did hear some talk that there was some asbestos there some time ago. You remember they had the courthouse there for a while, and they have done extensive renovation, repairs, remodeling, if you want to put it that way, to house them there. Because I can assure you that going up to that fort, to the police headquarters, is a nightmare. And I'm happy to see them moving it out of there. I happened to go up there recently, and oh boy, the parking is a mess. You know, it's just not the right place for the headquarters of the Royal Grenada Police Force. So I'm glad to see that they're moving it out from there. Good night, my nephew Gary. Short leg, honey. How the family doing? Wifey okay and everything? Good to have you as well, as per usual. Yes, Anthony, there was pebbles on the carnage as well. Pebbles on the carnage. Gracious girl, I see you going in Barbados the other day, and you're cutting style, and us in Grenada, you won't even come and see what we're doing. Watching your idea, watching what you're doing. Yeah. You had a good trip. But, it's all good. We're having a wonderful night here tonight, in spite of the fact that I look like an alien, but that's all right. I could live with that once you're enjoying yourself and having a wonderful time. And I talk about teeth in bread. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Hey, Joycelyn. And look at Valerie Bridgman, girl, old schoolmate. Good to have you on board. Now, I remember clearly living on Tyrrell Street. And my cousin Vaughn and my grandmother used to bake a lot of bread. She used to bake bread for the whole week. Never used to go and buy shop bread unless we really, really have to. I think she used to do something like about 25 pounds of flour. And they had them tray. Most of you will know what I'm talking about. They had a wooden tray, handmade wooden tray, that they would knead the flour in, knead the flour in there. And of course, once the bread is baked, they put it in that tray as well to cool off and so on. Interestingly, I don't think I know anybody who have that kind of tray left. But anyway, and me and my cousin, we teeth our bread. But when you're making all these amount of bread, according to Apple, is there a word breads? I want to know if you can say snow ices. If there's one snow ice, could you say snow ices? Anyway, we teeth this bread. And in those days, you had bread pan, and people used to buy, if you know the herring and tomato sauce. Yes, herring in tomato. Hey, look, my Calgary family on board. Good night, sweetie. Penny, how are you? How is my darling uncle doing? Good to have you all on board all the way out in Calgary. The weather's changing, is it? So we used to have these herring in tomato sauce, the tins. When they finish with it, blah, 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 they, clean it up, da-da-da. And we used to have these tins that the bread used to be made in. So think about the size, if you know what I'm talking about. And myself, my cousin Vaughn, and myself, we decided to go and we teeth in the bread. All right, Oliver, I hope this is better now. We teeth in this bread. Look at trying, we must have been about maybe 8 years old. He was about 2 years old than me. Maybe he was 10, or maybe he was 8 and I was 6. But anyway, we teeth the bread and we gone. And no single bread, plural bread. We teeth the bread and we gone behind the house to eat it. And we well butter it, Nice hot bread. One thing we underestimate is the size of we belly. Because the two of us couldn't eat the bread. It was too big. We eat until we couldn't eat no more. But we couldn't stop because we didn't want to leave evidence. No, we didn't want to leave evidence. So we had to eat this bread. I can assure you that after we consumed the entire bread between the two of us, we couldn't put nothing else in our stomachs. But you know, the funny thing is, our grandmother was a very perceptive, very, she had that mindset that could have figured out things. And guess what? For some reason, she knew that it was Vaughn and I that teeth the bread. All right, Misty, I hear you. Okay. And we didn't get licks. But I tell you something, that bread was real nice. And I could imagine it was not a sin to teeth the bread. It was an innocent thing by little children. What, Jackie? You're too old to be a Swifty girl. That's for teenagers. Enjoy yourself, girl. To my darling Uncle Neville Wells and Penny, my darling. So wonderful having you on board. Bringing you a sweet song of the Caribbean. Bringing a little bit of sunshine into your lives out there in cold Calgary. I have a feeling it's cold. What happened, Tony McLeish? You just wake up or what? I know this is past your bedtime. You always claim that. Good to have you on board anyway. Long time no see. Long time no hear. It is, wow, -9 degrees with lots of snow in Calgary. Oh, Lord.
Your
So Mamacita had a thing for Santa? I didn't know that. What? Weehaw! That big belly fella get through in Mamacita, you know. Ay, ay, ay. Want to say good night to my folks in the Fort Lauderdale. How you doing tonight? Hey, Damie. This is OR shouting you out. Yes, love you dearly. Doreen and Aubrey. Kathleen, my mama. What's up with you, girl? You behaving good? No arguments taking place in the place? I'm moving down to Pembroke Pines, saying good night to my children and my grandchild, Tanya and Danielle. Sanaya. Good night, love you all. Keeping the momentum coming at you. Remember, on the 1st, you have the concert with the Angel Harps. Give you some more details. And not forgetting, on the 15th, it's the Open Bible Church in Springs. Entire family invited. So things are happening. Santa boy. You know, people that get tied up with this bus-up shirt thing. You hear what the girls say, bus-up shirt, eh? They just call it bus-up shot, as though it's a shot from a gun or a bullet. It's bus-up shot. And like your shirt you have on, you know, simply because when they make it, it's roti making, and it's beat it and beat it and beat it and beat it and bust it up. And that is bus-up shirt. Boy, England cold, boy. Where you going this hour? Go in your blanket and go in your bed. What you doing up? Eh? You watching? You're my best friend. Yes, I know you're my best friend. It's all right. I know that. Alban! Ooh, let me see. It's 9, 20, 10, 11, 12, 1 minutes to 1 in the morning and you up? You're real idle. Either you're idle or you like me. Now here's another poetic piece from my friend. Deborah, I hope you're saving these things you're writing here, you know, because I think you have some real poetic renditions here. He said, Bertha said it loud and clear. No toys for Christmas this year. Water boots, raincoats, shovels too. Anything Noah Ark will do. Water from land and water from the sea. Only thing not raining in Grenada for Christmas is money. And I am sure that one fits in with all that's been happening. Water from the land, water from the sea. Remember the sea came over and stuff like that. Nice one, Depot. My goodness, that mind of yours really ticking over. So Alban, what's going, boy? Everything good? I hope you had a happy and good Man's Day. All you have Father's Day, no, all you want man. So when is Woman's Day? When is going to be Woman's Day? You know, you're going to turn around and say, well, all you have Mother's Day, but all you have Father's Day. So you come up now with Man's Day. We want to know when is Woman's Day. All right? So, the time is clicking on. It's 23 minutes gone by 9 o'clock. Just to remind you that we go right up until the 10 o'clock hour. Donnelly, you resurrect. Good to have you on board, girl. We know you don't like Christmas. You won't Scrooge you. But we'll still accept you on board with us right here on the Christmas Shack. You need to call me tomorrow. You hear what I say? That's an order. Instructions given.
I feel a change of climate moving through the atmosphere. Christmas season coming, parents group getting in line. I hope Santa bring me exactly what I have in mind. I want a piece of pork. I want a piece of pork. I want a piece of pork for my Christmas. I don't want a money coop. You can keep the callaloo. I want a piece of pork for my Christmas. put in more down because I don't want to leave out. When I drink in my babash, I want focus on my bring rum by the keg. All that will go to waste once I get my big leg. I want a piece of pork. I want a piece of pork. I want a piece of pork for me Christmas. I don't want no money cool. You can keep the callaloo. I want a piece of pork for me Christmas.
That's what don't make me feel blue, because I have my own thing too. A belly full of rum, whole island in the sun. Hey, and that's a West Indian Christmas. A West Indian Christmas. Drink your rum, and take your belly bust, bust, bust. Then you go cross by your neighbor, say them come cross by me later. With a whole patrol and a whole guitar singing, Serena, Sarah. Serena, 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 say ham. Serena, Serena, I don't give a damn. Serena, 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 say pastel. Serena, Serena, I love that very well. Serena, 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 say black cake. Serena, Serena, I am making no mistake. Serena, 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 say wine. Serena, Serena, don't let it blow your mind.
She say I have everything right here. I miss Gloria. Whiskey and rum against my religion. I miss Gloria. But I have wine of all description. I miss Gloria. City, hot plum, cashew, and guava, banana, five finger, balata, and cake. I want the homemade wine, Madame Gloria. Give me the homemade wine. It's nice. I want the homemade wine, Madame Gloria. Give me the homemade wine. It's citrus, hibiscus, dandy root, passion fruit, tamarind, strawberry, olive, and rice. And I went away to my day. She said she looking for a party. If you see this sweet mamacita, she looking very muy bonita. Mama said she likes to buy and she loves to love I guess she has to think she loves me more.
Season comes around, the air is filled with taranta. This kind of music is artistic. Strong, but one can us. This season comes around, the air is filled with taranta. This kind of music is artistic. From your foot one get a ring. Come join in the fun, 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 fun,
Hooray, hoorah! Alban, I know there's an International Women's Day. I want to have an International Shermer's Day. What do you think about that? Boy, go in your bed, boy. Not gonna happen, that's what you feel. What happened? You're still in Spain? This is a Parang Bacchanal medley coming at you. Taking the time to 9:30 in the night. We go up until 10 o'clock. This is a lot of fun we're having. I wonder if all you buy all your fruits yet? I see some ham in a place there, Lord of His mercy. But people can't eat ham again, you know. We're gonna have to start making our own local hams. I know Mr. Padmo, and Padmo's dad used to make local hams. He had some needle thing and he injecting all kind of thing in it. It tastes good. Good night, my dear Brenda. How are you, honey? I really hope you had a wonderful... Well, I shouldn't say that. I noticed you did, based on the responses on your birthday. Good to have you alive and kicking, my dear. Keep being you. Authentically, organically you. Appreciate you all the time. No, my dear Penny, I'm on Tuesday nights and Thursday night. You need to tell the rest of the family to join in with the fun. Boy, you're such a show off it ain't funny. I'll tell you like the man tell them people, chops. You get your ham in New York. Show off, man, show off. Therefore, you remember when them people used to go to England and leave off from the Caranage on them boats? And sea used to be real rough at this time of the year. You know, it's not only today that water been coming over on the Caranage, you know. You could go back in time, especially around Christmas time. You lie. Grenadian Christmas is the best. Lisa, good night to you, my dear. How the boys doing? And how's your mother? Get her to tune into the action here tonight. I haven't seen her. Folks in New York, folks in Toronto, folks in Calgary, folks in London, folks in Florida. Appreciate each and every one of you, and not forgetting my folks right here in Grenada. Somebody asked me the question, who killed Sexy? Sexy's a Christmas tree, you know. Sarana Ross Mo Ogis. Who killed Sexy? It's a Parang Bacchanal on your radio. It's a Parang Bacchanal on your Facebook. And on your YouTube. 107.5. Y'all must check that station out. Trust me. Let the folks know that's where they find vintage music, good stuff, good vibes, good action, a lot of information, keeping the people good and happy. What a beautiful journey we're on tonight. A little bottle and spoon on the side. Ever pass by a rum shop at Christmas time and some kind of parang song playing on some radio in the shop? And them rummies and them trying to sing along with it. Lord have its mercy. You're hearing keys you never hear in your life before. They have all kind of car key, door key, all kind of other key. But they ain't got the music key at all, you know. And some of them just talk Splinglish. Plus they're talking stupidness. When you see that Clarkey and that Rivers hit them, and the Undercover and the Woodsman and whatever you want to call it, it's all kind of language they're speaking. Slurring down the road. Hey folks, what a wonderful night it's been. It's a little humid here in Grenada. A lot cooler than it's been though in the months. I must say in the night. The night is getting a wee bit cooler, but certainly we're not feeling what is we call that nice Christmas breeze coming away. Yeah? You have a request for the paintbrush by Kenny J. Also send up some of that delicious fish cake. You behave yourself, girl. Well, you know, it's funny. That is exactly what I have lined up to play right now. Paintbrush by Kenny J. Well, yeah, she had to show us that she knows. She living quite in Florida much years now, you know. Paintbrush by Kenny J. What you know about that, girl? Love you, Lisa. I got played for you in a short while from now. You know, so it is a little bit, it's still a little bit warm for this time of the year, what we're normally accustomed to. And notice last year too, we did not really get that nice crispy Christmas breeze, especially in the night times, you know. So we're not sure what is going to be happening. We're hoping that we do not have that heavy downpour anymore for the rest of the year. I don't think that the soil here in Grenada can withstand that sort of thing again. So much has gone down. I was amazed to see a fella with a video showing his 2 huge mango trees that came down in the slide. You know, mango trees usually have very deep roots, you know, strong roots, unlike breadfruit that is fall along any time. Have you ever noticed that? And not so much breadfruit, nutmeg trees, all their roots seem to be above ground. So when you have some little wind and a storm, hurricane, remember in Ivan we lost the bulk of them, hit the ground running, simply because most of their roots are above ground. There's not that much down, but they spread their roots. If you go below um, nutmeg tree, you will notice that a lot of the roots are above ground. So they're very easy to fall in comparison to the breadfruit or the mango. So there are these two big mango trees that came swoop down the slide. There are one or two folks who have had damage to their properties, their homes, and so on, due to slide and due to the flooding as well. And hopefully that they will get back on their feet. We want everybody to have a good, safe Christmas. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of fancy things. But just to have a good, safe Christmas. That is what I wish for each and every one of you. Millie Snag, how you doing, girl? Good to have you on board. And finally, my friend Jacinta Grant, finally a pair. Curlin, we love you too. We're going to paint up the place. Will you buy all your paint already? Hey. Before we paint up the place, let me give all you this little one. Quick. You know, years ago I was doing this program for Christmas, and Sisson's Paint, I could call their name, was a sponsor. And this lady called with this very British accent, if I may say so. And she said, what she said? She wanted to know about the French paint. I said, the French paint? I said, I'm not sure what it is you're referring to. She says, yes, the Sisson paint. I said, the Sisson paint? Yeah, that French paint. I want to know where I can get that Sisson paint. yeah. Yo, bonjour, Lord of mercy. Sisson's paint, eh?
So I want everybody to
well,
get
be it Berger, be it Sisson, be it whatever.
Let me go.
A lot of people end up painting at this time of the year.
Painting time.
Sometimes they have no reason to paint, they just want to change the color. They don't like that color. They watch that color whole year. Time to change it. But I tell you, sometimes we think about painting and we wonder about colors. At a point in time, everybody wanted to paint their house white. Then everybody wanted to paint their house gray. Then everybody wanted to paint their house in all kind of different colors. It is your choice. Whatever is your heart's desire, just go ahead and do it.
Immediately, I went down by she. Don't I want me paintbrush, please? I want me brush. Give me brush. I want me brush. Give me brush. I want to paint the living room. I want to paint the bedroom. I want to paint the kitchen. I want to paint everything. I want me brush. Give me brush. I want me brush. Me same old brush. Yeah, man. My friends and family just come to drink up and have fun. Curtains ready to go up. Still have to go and shop. Parents are coming early morning. Don't I want me paintbrush, please? I want me brush. Give me brush. I want me brush. Give me brush. I want to paint the living room. I want to paint the bedroom. I want to paint the furniture. I want to paint everywhere. I want me.
Yeah, Wendy singing. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. 8 inches of snow in your area, Wendy. Oh my goodness. You gotta get on your snow boots.
Listen me about me want it so much. We will do, we will try. Me want me boss. Listen me about me want it so much. Come and want me with the chin and paint me rough. Listen me about me must use me boss. Send me the boss, send me the boss, send me the want it so much. Listen me boss, and me want me boss.
I will line up some Christmas reggae for all you for next week. Don't worry. I got it, you know. Once it's been made, I have it for you. In case you're wondering where you're listening to on your radio, it's 107.5. This is where the vibes are live.
She said he brush was good last year. Wash it and dry the hair. Put it away quite safely, but won't give it to me. Don't have the money for new brush daily. Don't I want me paintbrush, please? I want it, I want it, I want it. I want me brush. Give me brush. I want me brush. Give me brush. I wanna paint the living room. I wanna paint my bedroom. I wanna paint my kitchen. I wanna paint everything. I want me brush. Give me brush. I want me brush. Me same paintbrush. Oh, we gonna look, man. I mean, I want my place to look like everybody else on, you know. I want to
I
look.
want to say good night to my neighbor Shelly. I ain't forget you know. Oh, so many things happening. Misty is good as gold. Yeah, man. You know, a little barking here and there. She says she's not going to make no appearance tonight. She said you all got to start paying her to star in this movie here tonight. That's my dog. Well, my daughter's dog, I should say. A little love bug. On that all you want that fella to paint all your house is not don't be doing it. Next thing he dabbing instead of dubbing, you know. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, man. You know, I was looking at a video today, and it is said that there have been several, in the month of October and the month of November, which we're in, there have been several earthquakes in that area, Antigua, around St. Kitts and so on. Several earthquakes in October and November. Small earthquakes, the largest being 4 point something. And the scientists are carefully looking at it because they're claiming that although they're somehow, I don't know the seismic terminology, somehow they're somehow volcanic connected. The closest volcano to them would be Montserrat. Yeah. They talk also about the tectonic plate shifting in that as well. So they're really monitoring those things. We've had quite a few also in Trinidad, they claim. In Trinidad, inside of Trinidad as well, quite a few of them. And you're talking a lot of small earthquakes. Remember, Cuba had a few too the other day. So it's always good to listen to these things so you know what's happening out there in the world. A lot of people eyes on the Russia Ukraine situation and all talk about nuclear this and setting off missiles and that kind of thing. That is another area that is one needs to be aware of what is taking place, because trust me, any sort of nuclear situation can affect or atmosphere affect us any part of the world. So you got to be vigilant. Life is a hell of a thing. Live it the best every day and enjoy it to the fullest. We noticed that a young man actually ended his life recently. I am to know him by face, and it's so sad that when we have those sort of things happening with our young people, we talk about mental illness, and one guy described him who worked with him, say that he has always been a nice person, very pleasant. You never know what is going on in the cabeza, the minds of people. Sometimes you see them and they look pretty normal, pretty friendly, jovial, etc. But you don't know what is the torment that is taking place in there as it relates to their feelings and that sort of thing. And sometimes some of them do show us signs that we seem to want to ignore as well, and others show no signs at all. But when this happens, when there's suicide, sometimes we reflect, and there are certain things that people will say that would have connected but never looked at when it was happening. So it's always good to check in on others and make sure that they're okay. How you doing? Is everything okay? You fine? How the kids? How did blah blah blah. Just a little check-in on family and friends and loved ones, and make sure that they're okay. I think that's what we can do as best as possible. If we happen to see any signs of any sort of mental situation that is not normal, person might be doing odd things or writing certain things. Sometimes they write and we ignore what they write as well. It's important that we pay a little attention. That's right, Jackie. That's a fact, and let me say this to you. People have a tendency to scorn people who have mental issues, and you'll find that a lot of them, those who go to the extreme of taking their own lives for whatever reason, some of them may be suffering from chronic mental issues that are not on the surface. We have a tendency to want to scorn, if I may use one for a better word, when we recognize that somebody may have some sort of a mental issue, without trying to help them. It's like seeing a murder or a bad accident somewhere, and we're quick to take a video and put it up on Facebook without really, trying to help. And that is a lot of times where we fail. We fail because we sort of try to move away, try to have nothing to do with that individual. We think they're crazy. That person crazy, me want nothing to do with them, and so on. Instead of trying to figure out where they're coming from and see how best we can help in whatever way possible. We may not be able to do it, but we may be able to recommend to someone to look into their situation. So think about that, especially with young people. We've lost a few of them over the years, and I'm sure that maybe if we were able to pay attention and intervene at some point in time, we may have been able to help. All right, fella, behave yourself now, man. Hey, we want to hear what you're singing about, or is that you could come solo? Here we go!
Get a call from me neighbor. Yeah, man. This girl named Savannah.
Neighbor, Jackie, my neighbor.
I run right by she later. I still have to make the ham. I know boiling the sorrel. And if I don't paint the gallery, I know the wifey go quarrel. By the time I reach the lime, everybody out the gate. Israel food remains, so she hand me a plate. Better your belly bust, cause this food can't waste. She tell me all is yours. Start
I pack up my clothes and suitcase. On my way to go. But before I leave this woman house, I had to let you know that I was the one to paint up and furnish the place for you. I was the one to paint up and put up the curtain too. Feed the pig and feed the goat and the turkey too. Now this Christmas morning you want treat me like a boo. See them children outside playing. It's Christmas morning. People drinking, bar and playing. It's Christmas morning. Punch of cream and ginger beer. It's Christmas morning. Christmas loving in the air. It's Christmas morning. Come drink a rum, Christmas darling. Come drink a rum, Christmas girl. Come drink a rum, Christmas darling. Come drink a rum, Christmas. You have pork, I like that. You have ham, I want that. The pastel, I want that. The turkey, yeah, I like that. You know what? Going in the grocery and watching my bill. Lord, the sky high. It's more mouth to feed if a woman come in. Nah, I can't provide. If that is your scene, you're watching my things. Nah, high and by. I know them woman looking for money, but this Christmas I'm moving wise. November month and come a looking off everybody. When I collect.
Well, let me say good night to Blossom Alexis. Good to have you, girl. How's your mother? I see I got her in a long time, you know. Shall I say hello? Wow, number one, numero uno actress of Grenada, Agatha Alexis.
I don't want no relationship for the Christmas. I single. Keep your lunch, I gon' make me own. Nobody, you know what? I cooking me own. I doing me own. I cooking me own. I baking me own. I show it yummy. I show it yummy. Never giving season is here. So bring out the sorrel 'cause it's time to share. Bring ting, word. The song that's so up around this make me so happy. You could feel the love and joy in the air. Whole year was no ham, no black cake. Is walk until your back break. Punch and creme or pastels. Whole year I've been waiting. Even my Spanish friend down the road already know is the code. Only shouting Feliz Navidad. 'Cause you know it's Christmas time. I just want to around with you. Forget your worries. Once you are life, you get true. This bottle knocking like bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky. Bottle knocking like bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky. This bottle knocking like bingy licky, bingy licky, bing. I said the bingy licky, bingy licky, bing. I said the bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bingy licky, bing. All your is stress and all.
Thank you, my darling Penny. Have a good night. I know it's it's cold. Go and wrap up with Uncle Neville. Eh? Keep him warm. Love you both. See you on Tuesday night right here.
You see, in this life, we can't forget to take time to celebrate. You have to get real things done, but we will have some fun. So for this Christmas, I feel the walk of the way. Never, before the Christmas over, come let we parang, let we make a parang down here. Never,
Well, folks, that looks like it's going to be my last song.
let we parang, let we make a parang down here.
Have a little sticking issue with a
Bring out the
piece of software here.
to feed a parang.
So we're going to end it different tonight.
I'm eating more than nothing.
Hey, Carol Williams, you're really late, girl. But it's always a pleasure to see you around. You know we love you, don't you? Yeah, man. Parang, 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 parang. Ooh. Them fellas really having a ball. But guess what now? It's time for me to say, hey, catch you up tomorrow. We're going to take you out with this. Say if it's good and it's nice, you got to do it twice. Want to thank everybody for being on board tonight. Remember, next week, Tuesday, we'll be back with a bang. 8 p.m. to 10. Together we're going to make Christmas very special this year. You got to stick with the nighttime hours because it's the best. get you off to bed in good stead. Make sure that you have a wonderful night rest and get ready to face the world tomorrow. This is where I'll leave you. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. Ciao.